What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Hologram. I want to go over some of the data points, break it down on what's really been happening behind the scenes, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, Hologram is down 7.16%. A lot of volatility, so 34 cents the low, 38 cents the high. Kind of low volume, so 41.6 million shares being traded, 63.4 is the average. So one common scenario that's been happening with Hologram throughout a lot of my videos is I always like to bring up where the volume is coming from. And 9 times out of 10, the majority of the volume is coming from algorithmic trading. And in case you do not know, what's been coming out from China is a lot of optimism, and that's due to stimulus. Initially, when it was announced, every Chinese stock ran up except for Hologram, which I did a video saying that that's a very big red flag. I think it was just somewhat delayed, but as of late, it seems to be kind of piggybacking off of that. So for instance, over the last 5 days, for instance, it is up 33.31%, and over the last 1 month, still down though, but generally it's been moving in the right direction, and so kind of showing some signs of life. And I think at the same time, this is really reinvigorating investors to buy a little bit more. And same goes for entities as well. So over the last several trading days, you have seen more and more buying coming from institutions. Not a lot, but still, at least they're somewhat looking at Hologram. So today there was one transaction for 105,000. Regrettably, it was a sell. You could tell that based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price. Yesterday there was a buy for 319, and then so forth and so forth. So regardless, like I said, I think Hologram does have a lot of cash, and because of the whole momentum associated to China, a lot of people started to look for value. And based on Hologram's last earnings, they have a ton of cash. Roughly, like I said, around 130 plus mil. And they're not really burning through quite a lot of cash. And just to look on for face value, the market cap being 43.1 million, like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to kind of show that, hey, like, either something is fundamentally wrong with this company or this is a steal of a deal. And so again, you kind of have that mixed feelings, and I think you guys generally know my feelings on Hologram is that they have a lot of good opportunity ahead of them, just they're not really advising people that much. And I get it, they don't technically have to, but it's in their best interest to do so. And a lot of people have actually messaged me on Twitter, or X I guess it's now called, and asking, why is Hologram going up? What happened during this time period? And like I said, I think it has to do with two things. One of which just the optimism behind the scenes, and the second part a lot of people might not necessarily like, but they are doing it strategically because there's a lot of good momentum. So what happens is that you see dilution, and just based on the volume, like, the math isn't mathing as well. Like, based on this, as of June 30th, 2024, shows the outstanding share count. So you're telling me that there was roughly this right here, 186 mil for volume on the 1st, 146 on September 30th. And so you're telling me that dilution isn't occurring? Like, that is you're kind of dead wrong, regrettably. So this is why you can kind of just look here as more of a chart easily. Anything that stands out, in my opinion, is dilution occurring. And at the same time, nothing wrong with that. If you are a swing trader, you can make some pretty good money when there is dilution. And you can kind of look at the terms of how the conversion does work and why that would cause the stock price to go up. But you can kind of see up 42%, up 10%, 13, 32. So if you kind of look at the volume as a buy indicator, and this is something that a lot of people aren't talking on, even articles, everyone is just talking on technicals. But if you look at abnormal volume as a signal as to buy, then yeah, you can easily swing trade this and make some pretty good money. Because even recently, if you kind of caught on here, 19%. Yes, this was a more of a consolidation day, up 28%, up 8%, and so forth and so forth. And again, using that same merit, looking at today's volume, you kind of goes to show that the dilution is done. So yeah, honestly, that's just my own opinion. Of course, you guys do whatever the hell floats your boat. Some people still do disagree with me that dilution is even occurring, and I'm not here to change that. If you guys believe that, so be it. But as of right now, 1.81 million shares are being increased by shorts. 5.35% of the free float is being shorted. Again, dependent on what the current outstanding share count is, that could change that. But 5.79 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost per average is 15.52, and then short score is 49.99. So the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. So a lot of people are still all about hologram squeezing. And so yeah, kind of interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. As far as some support and resistance points with it right now at 36 and change, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So 33, just kind of watch for that to hold. It wasn't really tested at all today, and then 41 cents. But like I've kind of mentioned in the past, it's good to know support and resistance points, but it's like hologram's a momentum play. Like, let's not kid ourselves. And usually momentum plays and technicals don't really jive. So let me know your thoughts on that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing, make sure you guys definitely take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 added. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. This promo has been extended as well on a side note. So this is a kick-ass deal that you guys must take advantage of. Link to that is in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you guys watching.